Hi everyone, Shawn here from the Sci-Fi Model Guy, and welcome back to the channel with another build series. It's really great to be back here out in the shop, everyone. And I know I've been away for a little while. I usually try to do one upload a week, but with the holidays amongst us, it just wasn't possible. So to make up for it, we're going to be doing a twofer here, everyone. We're going to be doing a dual build. And for this week, we are going to be doing dual building of the Enterprise 650 kit from AMT. So here they are right here. Now, I know we've done this kit on the show before. We've done a lot of Enterprise builds on the show before with the Enterprise D and Enterprise C and the Enterprise 650 scale and the 350 scale, but we're going to be doing two more, everyone. And the reason this one is pretty special is because these two kits are for Carla and Mike, who won the Enterprise giveaway that we did when we hit our 1,000 subscriber milestone. So I'm really excited to do that. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to do two builds at once. Now, I'm sure those of you out there who are fellow modelers have multiple projects going at one time. I've got two or three here. That's not kind of what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about here is actually doing simultaneous work on each kit as I go. So if I paint one nacelle, I'm going to paint the other nacelle. If I paint one saucer section, I'm going to paint the other one. And I'm just thinking I'm going to probably learn some stuff here. It's going to be saving a little bit of time, of course, because it's, a little less setup if I have to use set up the airbrush fewer times and all that. But I'm going to learn a little bit probably as far as storage, as far as having a clean area to keep my pieces dry. I'm going to have to kind of rethink things a little bit as I go here. So I thought I would do that, and I probably will learn something. And of course, we'll pass that on to you. And other than that, it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, this one, there's going to be a little bit of customization on these, which is really cool, that you'll see in the video coming up as we unbox these two kits and examine them and make sure everything's okay to move forward. Because you got to, especially with AMT and this kit, I've had some experiences, if you recall, or if you're new to the channel, one time I was doing one of these kits and the engineering hull was severely warped, and I was gonna mail AMT and ask for a replacement part, but instead I said, I'll put it away. Maybe I'll use the kits for spare parts. But anyway, that ended up turning into a great project of the USS Constellation from the Doomsday machine. It was all damaged and stuff, so that's a really cool thing. I do recommend if you're interested in kind of messing up your ships and stuff, go check out that series. It's a 3-part series on the Constellation, and I've got a little bit more to talk about as far as that's concerned at the end of this intro. Which is probably now. I don't really have much else to say. But yeah, we're going to do dual build here, and I'm going to really pull out all the stops on this one as far as getting the seam lines good and masking the windows and everything, because again, this is not for me. And I've said many times on the show, like, I will let a lot of flaws go if it's my own project, it's something that's going on the shelf behind me here. I'll let little flaws go. I'll get over things and just let them go by. This one is not. These are for two people who won the contest. I want to do my absolute best work here, so I'm going to be very picky and very meticulous on what I decide to let go and what I don't. So that's going to be a little bit different for me too, which is why I think it'd be worth it to really document this one here, because I'm going for perfection on this one. And normally I try to stay away from that word. But for this one, I want to get as close to that as possible because it's for two other people, and they deserve my best work. So I'm going to give it to them, and hopefully they like it. And anyway, some cool customizations on this. For one, we're going to kind of do a little hybrid thing. Both of these are actually going to have the lit blue nacelles. It seems to be pretty popular, even though it's not canon. It's not accurate to what we're used to seeing on screen. A lot of people kind of like that blue nacelle, like you see on the Enterprise there behind me, where we just light that inside of the nacelle blue. It just adds a neat look. It wasn't in the series, and they didn't put it on the remaster version of the series, but that's okay. I like the look, and that's what this is about. It's about what makes you happy. What do you have in your world? It doesn't have to be exact what we see on screen. So there's that. All right. Well, that's this video is just gonna be unboxing. We're gonna get to the priming and all that, but I'm gonna concentrate this one, you guys, on sanding and seam lines and getting everything just right. Well, I'll show the lighting on one of them, you know, just standard lighting, how we do. So those of you who haven't seen me build this kit before, you'll see how I kind of approach the lighting and the circuitry and everything going on. And then the other thing, guys, I will be doing 2 custom bases for a custom base for each of these. So I'll be building 2 of them. The base that comes with these AMT kits doesn't lend itself really well. Those little half domes. The switches I use, you know, they fit, but not so much. And, you know, you have to drill holes in the plastic, and sometimes it just messes up. So I'm going to be doing just small little mock-ups of the transporter console for them. I thought it'd add a nice little touch for them. It'll be just a little keepsake for them. So nothing elaborate, no soundboards or anything like that, but it'll be in there. That's pretty much it. I want to thank everyone for subscribing. To those who are new, I know we've had a few new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. Glad that you're here. And hopefully this will be a good one. And for the next one, real quick, folks, the community post I put on, I did mention that we were going to build the TIE Fighter Studio series. I started that one, and I kind of paused it because I ordered some aftermarket parts, some photo etch stuff, and some other paints and things. So I had to kind of table that one, and I really wanted to get to doing these anyway, as my dog barks telling me it's time to be quiet and move on. So we'll leave that as it is, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging around. Enjoy this series, and we'll see you down the road. Take care. Well, welcome back, everybody. Here we are back out in the garage, workshop, whatever we're going to call it, and we're going to unbox a couple of kits here. Now, we have done the Enterprise a few times on the channel, but this time we are doing 2, as probably I have already said in the intro, which I don't record until after I'm done with these things. So, yeah, we're going to be doing 2 of these. Now, if you recall, we did have an Enterprise giveaway some time ago, back when we were around 700 or 800 subs. We said, okay, we're going to do a giveaway for a winner once we reach 1,000 subs. Well, those winners have been chosen, and so actually there were 2 of them. So I've got both kits here, and this little build series is just going to be talking about both of them. I decided this was kind of be a cool thing to both document the process for both of the people that won, for Mike and for Carla, and to document what it's like to do 2 models at the same time. Now, luckily, both of these are the same. I'm not doing like a TIE Fighter and an X-Wing or something like that. They're both Enterprise kits, both identical. And so I'm just going to go through the process. I have never done 2 models concurrently like this before. I've had multiple projects going, of course, but never like where I'm doing 2 at once. So we're going to do that and see what we can learn, you know, like maybe we'll find out some efficiencies, maybe we'll find out some tricks and stuff, and it'll be interesting to compare these things at the end. So, all right, without further ado, let's get opening these things and take stock of what we've got. It's something we do for each build here. It's kind of a fun thing. Of course, we've seen the back here. This is a nice AMT kit. They continue to manufacture this, and I just pick these up whenever I can. They're available, like you can order them online. But if I'm in the hobby store, like this place called Hobby Town, about an hour north of where I live, it's pretty much the only model shop close to me or within driving distance. So if they have an Enterprise there when I stop in, I pick one up. I try to have at least one of these on hand at all times, because this is probably the kit I've built most. It's simple, it's fun to give away, and a lot of people like them. So anyway, okay, quick edit there. Dog was barking. So, yeah, we've got the standard back here. It's got the display, the rod, everything tells about it. It's space, the final frontier. And some specs on the side. It compares it against the Klingon D7 battlecruiser, which we built, which was another AMT kit. I'm going to pick up another one of those. And that was a lot of fun to build. Presented some challenges, but it was fun. Okay, so we're going to open her up here. And we're going to take stock, and we're just going to take a quick look at what we got. Okay, we've got, of course, the base here, and I'm going to put this aside for there. Actually, for this one, you guys, I've decided I'm going to, since both of these are for a winner, I'm going to build custom bases for these, kind of as a bonus for the winners. Just like the console that I had built before, if you'd seen on any of the other builds that we've done here. I do kind of like a mock-up of the the transporter console, or the engineering computer consoles on the Enterprise. I'm not going to do giant ones for this, but I figured maybe one with a few buttons and a little mock-up, a mini version of it, maybe about as big as the as this thing here. Because I will say this, these bases that come with these AMT, they don't lend themselves very well for the power switches and the connectors that come with them. They're almost too short. Like, you can kind of get away with it, but they kind of touch the ground. So it would be nice to have them a little bit bigger. So that's kind of what I decided there to make a custom base. And okay, so I'm just going to make sure I don't have any other parts in here. Let's put that aside there. We'll just take out all the sprues. The cool thing is I don't really need the instructions for this kit anymore. I've done this enough times to where it's pretty much built by memory. I know kind of where the problems are and all that. So I don't need the instructions at all. And I've got the paint scheme down, which we'll talk about, and all that. So put that down. Okay, now these are the domes here for the bridge and the sensor array. So those I keep in here. I'm not going to touch them yet. Here are the decal placement. The decal placement, I do sometimes need to refer to it just for positional. And there we go. Here's the decals themselves. So both recipients have opted for kind of a custom lighting, which seems to be pretty popular among folks, even though it's not canon and not in the show. What folks seem to like is to have the blue lit nacelles on here, kind of like on TNG and everything, or even they did it in Enterprise. I personally really do like it, even though it's not canon, it's true to the show. The inside of the nacelles glow blue with the red. It just looks cool, and I think it's okay. It's perfectly fine to make these kits and these ships what you want them. So that's the fun of modeling, like sometimes people like accurate to screen, perfect. Some take a little license. I'm all for whatever makes you happy. We don't do this hobby to follow rules. We do it because it makes us smile. So anyway, I'm just going through and checking the thing. It looks like AMT is still being super stubborn with giving this really hard things that just whatever ejects them from their mold. This plastic here is very thick and solid, or the styrene rather. Looking here, it looks like maybe some weird pinches here. Pretty flat there. Let's do a little test fit. I'm just doing this, I do this with all the ships, just kind of give it a dry fit to kind of see what I'm looking at and make sure there's not any major defects. Because I learned when, during one of the builds of this kit actually, where the, oh my goodness, what is, okay, it was really misaligned there. I thought something was wrong. Where the hull right here was severely warped. So that's another thing I'm going to check. Now, on first glance here, the styrene seems a little bit different. It's like they're using a little bit different material, or maybe something's a little off. Not quite sure, but I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to do a test fit of these two pieces with the hull just to make sure, because that's where I had that problem before. So I'm going to snip these off real quick and determine rather, if we're going to have to end up making another USS Constellation, the damaged ship from the Doomsday machine. Again, save your sprues. Always save your sprue. And we do use a little bit of extra sprue on this kit to angle the lights here to make sure that they shine out toward these windows and get nice bright lights, as well as lighting the impulse engines. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little test fit here, just with my hands, and just kind of hold it together. And it looks like I don't have too much of a problem. There's nothing majorly warped like it was on that one time. I mean, that was really bad. It was like the kit got superheated in transit or something. But anyway, at cursory glance, it looks I will be able to deal with this. If there's any slight warps, we can handle it by gluing them and forcing it, or some putty and stuff like that. So that's really good news. So let's open this guy, and we'll put the saucer away. So yeah, so we're going to end up having to cut that flash off, of course. You know, of course, we give all these things a nice warm, nice bath in warm, lukewarm water, not warm, but lukewarm water with just a touch of Dawn. So you want to fill your sink about halfway, 3/4, and about 2 or 3 drops of Dawn or other dish detergent, mild dish detergent, 2 or 3 drops only, and you scrub them. I've got like a doobie pad. Give it a good scrub, and it gets all the stuff off and gets these things ready for primer. All the other pieces look pretty good. The nacelle caps look nice. Everything looks pretty good. Looks like a good kit. I don't know which one is it. So there it is. Okay, we're going to put this one away, and I'll be right back with the other one, and we'll take a quick look with that too. All right, here's the other one here. I'm going to unbox this guy as well. I feel like it's Christmas. Opening up model kits, it's so much fun. All right. Same routine here. We're going to, everything we do here, we're going to be doubling, I guess, on this one series, you guys. I won't show every single step, but we'll be documenting a lot. So there's a couple more bases for me. So building the custom kit, the custom bases can become, after a while, like, oh gosh, I want to get this thing finished. But at least it gives me some extra bases to keep on inventory for other projects if I want. All right, another good sound. So I don't know if you can see this, but right here and here and here, it looks like I've got they look like lines. I don't know if you can see them. I'll move this around, but I'm seeing them right there. It's almost like it was pinched. And it was on the other kit too, but I don't feel anything. It's really strange. Interesting. It must be part of the manufacturing process. There does seem to be a nice scuff here. Doesn't seem to be too much to worry about. Okay. Quick dry fit. Looks good. Actually looks really good so far from what I can see. I may not have to do too much sanding, which would be a nice change. So it looks like we've got 2 really nice kits here so far. I did not get these from the same location, so maybe these happen to come off the same lot or the same batch or something. It could be. Just taking a quick look at these. Now these ones here, these pieces don't look as shiny as the other kit did. These are a little more dull. It's really interesting. Just a slight observation. Let's take a look at the nacelles here on this one. This is probably the quickest unboxing we've done on the channel so far. At least I think. I don't know. It seems like people like the unboxing stuff. I do. I like watching unboxings. Okay, just a quick glance looking for any major defects. We got some weird flash happening here, but it's not attached to the piece. And this one looks good too. One of the pieces fell off there, which is right here. Oh yeah, I do have a comment here about the exhaust, or the back end of the nacelles here in a moment. Okay, there are the decal instructions, the sensor dome and bridge, and this little guy here. Okay, so that gets to go back, and once again we'll do a check. Let me get my old sprue cutters here. These are no good. I need to stop using my good ones to clip these big pieces of sprue. Use the bad ones. Not the bad ones, but the older ones, you know. The ones I can use for bigger cuts that aren't precise. All right. Okay. Still interested. I'm still kind of interested how they make this into a 3-piece. It's really kind of hard. You really got to fiddle with these things to get them to line up. There's no tabs that lock them in place. You know, there's no A and B tabs or male female. You got to kind of figure it out there. It'd be nice if they could update that, but oh well, I've done enough of them that I can get by. All right, again, looking for any warps in here, no pun intended. They've got a nice flush connection for the most part. No major warps. We can handle this. It's going to be just fine. So good. Hopefully that one that happened was just a fluke. Okay, so let's talk real quick here about that. There is only one difference here in these two kits. So, well, I'll ask Carla what she wants. Maybe she'll decide to have this. So Mike, who is the second winner of the prize, asked me if I could make the nacelles in the back flat, like in the original series, season 1. I'll put a screenshot of that now. So if you look here on the back of the nacelle, you see the exhaust has those little holes. It almost looks like a muffler, you know, like I think that was kind of like the idea that Matt Jeffries was going for when he designed the ship, or maybe Roddenberry asked for that, but it had this kind of exhaust back there, and they're just little holes. Later on in seasons 2 and 3, here's another screenshot. You can see that they have the familiar little round bubble ping pong ball thing going on back there, which was used for seasons 2 and 3. But Mike would like to have the lit nacelles, the blue nacelles, the red end caps on the front, and then on the back, he wants to have this, and I'll take the... I'm pointing at this now. I'm just reminding myself to take the screenshot down. He wants this to be flat with the holes in there, and to have these holes illuminated, lit up, like some of the things. So I think that's a pretty cool idea. And he asked if I could do it. I said, yeah, I think I can handle that. So we're going to have to shave this down. We're going to have to grind this out, make it flat, and I'll take some shots. Now this part is curved. If you see that, it goes down like that. So I may have to get a piece of styrene and put it over and really glue it and grind it down. I really don't know. I'm going to have to go back and look at the picture, because right now I don't have it in front of me. But we're going to make that look like the show. And he said, if it's too much trouble or not, don't do it. I said, absolutely not. This is a great opportunity to do some real good modifications and do some customization to the kit. So really excited to do that. I'm going to flatten that out and figure out how to do that. So we'll make sure to document that part really nice for this build. Okay. Other than that, you guys, let's see. The rest is going to be standard how we've done it. We're going to be using the Tamiya XF12, which is the Japanese Navy gray. Again, it just turns out really nice for me. All the kits I've done have done that. I've used that. And if you look at that compared to that, it's pretty close to what the kit color is. A little bit off, but once we do the clear coat on it, the darkening of it, it really turns out, to me anyway, to be screen accurate. So, all right. Let's see. Other than that, we've got standard 9-volt power supplies that we're going to do. Here are the Tenna Controls 8-in-1 lighting board that I bought from HDA Model Works. These are about $14, $15 per piece. I've got both of them in here. I've got the little connectors there for the power cord. These I ordered from Amazon because unfortunately Jerry was out of them when I was ordering. So I did test them and they do fit. So these were, $7-8, and that's it. So it looks like we're good to go here, you guys. A dual build. This is going to be a lot of fun. It's a kit that I really like. and it's always fun to build these. It's always kind of fun to go back to roots and see what we can do. So we're really going to make sure, folks, that these are done really well. We're going to get rid of all the seam lines. I'm going to pay particular attention to that. Make sure that the cells are nice and clean, and give this a really nice paint jobs, nice lighting. We're just going to do everything top notch on this one, you guys. So that'll be fun, especially with a dual build. It'll allow for me to spend more time out here, for one, and get a lot more done. Thing is, I'm just gonna have to clear some room over on the spray table and get it going. So, all right, everybody. Well, that's it for this one. It's just a quick unboxing, and we will see you very soon with videos to come more frequently now that things are kind of straightened around here at home. So we'll see you down the road, everybody. Take care.